This video is going to review finding the surface area of a cylinder. Now, when we find the surface area of a cylinder, it is going to be slightly different than with a prism because when you have a cylinder, the base is always the same. The base is always a circle. So remember that the surface area is the area of the entire surface of the shape. Since we have two bases, we would say that we're going to have 2 times pi r squared. Pi r squared is the area of one circle, multiply it by 2, and you have the area of both circles. To find the area of the lateral face, or the lateral area, that is the rectangle part wrapped around the side that connects the two rectangles, you have to do all the way around, or the perimeter of the circle, which we call circumference, that's 2 pi r, times the height of the cylinder. So if you were to take this rectangle here and you were to wrap it around, it would make a cylinder-like shape with empty holes at top or bottom, which is where you would then fill in the two circles. So the surface area formula for a cylinder is 2 times the area of the base, or pi r squared, added to the perimeter of the circle, or circumference, which is 2 pi r, times the height of the cylinder. So that formula will look like this. Surface area is equal to 2 times pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. The first section giving us the area of the two circles, the second section giving us the lateral area. So like with all problems that have a formula, we start by writing the formula down, which we just did. Second, we would plug in. Starting from the left and reading to the right, surface area is equal. The 2 is still a 2. Pi is pi. The radius, or r the radius. Now, if I look at the picture, it gave me the line all the way across. So they gave us the diameter as 10. If the diameter is 10, the radius is 5 meters. The squared stays. Copy the plus sign. Copy the 2. Copy pi. We have the radius again, which we just said was 5 meters. And we have the height of the cylinder, which if we look at the cylinder is 15 meters. So we wrote the formula, we plugged into the formula. Now we're going to solve using the order of operations. The order of operations says first do things that are in the parentheses, so P for parentheses, but we have nothing inside the parentheses we can do. So we would then go to exponents. We do have an exponent. We have 5 meters squared. So I would do 5 meters times 5 meters and get 25 squared meters. I would copy everything on the left in the exact same order it's in, pi, the 2, and surface area equals on the left, and the plus sign, the 2 pi times 5 meters times 15 meters on the right. Now that we have done the exponent, we would look for any multiplication or division. We have multiplication. We have multiplication in the first half of the equation and a multiplication on the second half. So doing this in order, the first set of multiplication, if we do 2 times 25 times 3.14, we get 157 and 700ths, and it's meters squared. Copy the plus sign, and if we do 2 times 5 times 15 times 3.14, we get 471 and 2300ths. Meters times meters is meters squared. Then, once we have done all the multiplication that we can do, sorry, I can't change color, we would look for any addition or subtraction, and we have addition. So the surface area is equal to, and we add our two numbers together, you get 628 and 3000ths. And since we're doing addition, it's still just meters squared. Now please remember, up in the directions, it said if necessary, round to the nearest tenths. It is only necessary if the problem goes past the nearest tenths. So if we look at the number we have the tens place, which is a 3. And if you look one to the right, it's a 0, which means 4 below, let it go. The 3 will stay a 3. Our final answer is the surface area is about, because we rounded, 628 and 3/10 meters squared. So we wrote the formula, plugged into the formula, and then we solved using the order of operations, writing down each step of the order of operations.